Hello YouTube, welcome back to my playthrough of Max Payne 3. I hope that you guys are enjoying this series. If you are, do drop a like, it does help the series out a lot. We're continuing from where we left off, and we're going to be doing my favorite chapter in the game, The Great American Savior of the Poor, and this is also the most disturbing chapter in the game.
What?
That incident at the favela today. Now, some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives,
They did, I saw it.
but no captives were ever booked.
They probably handed them off to the paramilitary death squads, the,
Cracha Preto?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops, the cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE.
Right.
Max, you see that building there?
The Imperial Palace Hotel?
Yeah, that's what it says. People go in there, in large groups, under armed guard. But it isn't a police station, and no one comes out of there.
Why don't you just go in and bust the joint, get a warrant?
I'm only a cop, Max.
So you keep saying. Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement. I wasn't too excited about the acoustics in this place. A couple of gunshots would sound like I'd walked in here with a goddamn marching band. It wasn't pretty, but I guess none of what was about to happen was gonna be.
Yeah, that probably would not work. It would not cover the majority of the sound.
It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
And, okay. Oh yeah, this part here. I noticed that a lot of you guys in the comments section have never seen this game and don't know what's going to happen, so this is probably your first time watching. You're going to find out everything that's been going on in this chapter, and this chapter is extremely disturbing, and I gotta warn you, if you don't eat if you're watching this, because you're going to be extremely disgusted by a lot of stuff in this one. And I will also play you guys the clue dialogue, because again, when you beat the game, it doesn't play it, so I'll play it from my playthrough 5 years ago, so you guys can hear what Max says about this.
Either those guys wheeled their trash out on stretchers, or something was seriously wrong here.
But yeah, you're gonna find out everything what's going on here. And this, what I'll say about this part is more I think the most disturbing scene in the Max Payne trilogy. I think it's more disturbing than when Max found his wife
in
and
days. I needed
child
something
dead.
to keep me going.
And also when the lab part in Max Payne 1. Again, I'll play another dialogue for this one here.
Ufe. Was there anything they didn't have a grubby hand in? A few days earlier, I'd have called it a coincidence, but I'd written off too many of those already.
Unidad de Fuerzas Especias. That's the corrupt police that we fought earlier. They've been selling the Cracha Preto weapons.
The Imperial Palace Hotel was a 5-star bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
Can someone translate this part?
O quê? Você não tá fazendo nada, tô fazendo tudo sozinho.
Como é que eu não tô pegando nada, rapaz? Tô trabalhando aqui, ficando de olho e escutando você reclamar.
Ó.
Olha o quê? Para com essa viadagem, para de reclamar. Saco cheio.
Porra, põe as coisas aqui em cima e pronto.
Mete bala nele! É só uma bala e nada mais! Tá com medo?
What do we got here? Don't mind if I do.
Cuidado, ele está vindo nessa direção!
That part I understood a little bit. I know cuidado means watch out. Love the soundtrack in this mission too. Oh, here we go. This is my favorite gun in the game. The RPD. And there's a difference between the RPD and the RPK. A lot of people think that it's the same thing. I think that, I think this is, no, it looks like it's belt-fed. Yeah, so RPD is basically a, RPD and RPK is the same thing. The only difference is really the loading mechanism. RPD is, I'm pretty sure, the, Russian light machine gun, the Soviet light machine gun with the belt-fed on it, and the RPK is the one with the detachable magazine. Okay, so here, there's two really important clues in this part. I'll play the, dialogue so you guys can hear it. Here, look at this.
Passos' ID card. It was no great surprise he'd made their hit list, but to discover he was really Colombian? No wonder some locals seemed to laugh at his accent. What else had he lied to me about?
But right there, you saw that? Raul Passos is not from Brazil, he's actually from Colombia. Another clue right here.
De Silva and I had the same fan club. I knew enough and he knew too much. We'd both become targets.
They got a picture of De Silva too, so De Silva was on their list. That's the stadium right there. That right there looks like the charity event at the start. And this is info on the Comando Sombra.
Desiste, você tá fudido!
I knew this thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in the mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man.
Oh, this part, yeah.
Ufe. That deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Cracha Preto. Now we just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. De Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Wait. I said get... Serrano.
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare. Whatever hell this was De Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end to it. I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution.
Shotgun is pretty realistic on its range. A lot of other games wouldn't let you fire this far with a shotgun.
This was hell on earth. De Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. But I was in too far now. There were still 2 more floors above.
There's another clue right here. I'll play the dialogue for you guys.
It looked like Victor had won the sympathy vote, found his universal connection to the people, triumph out of tragedy. Part of me couldn't help thinking that had been his plan all along.
Oh, and there's also this here.
There it was, the soundtrack to my life.
It's the Max
And
Payne theme.
for a few seconds came harmony. Finally.
Now this part, I gotta warn you guys on. This part is the is literally the most disturbing part in the most disturbing part in Max Payne 3.
What the fuck is going on here?
How much do you want?
What have you been doing?
I am a doctor. I help people.
What have you been doing here?
It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please.
What have you been doing?
I have a lot of money. Look, look. Lots of money. I do important research. Please.
Caralho! Caralho!
Espera, espera. Eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho. Não, não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata. Não, não. Pelo amor de Deus.
E aí, doutor?
For all Serrano owed me, he'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in.
So basically, what's been going on here, the Ufe have been doing those massive raids into the favelas, and they've been falsely arresting hundreds of innocent people. And what they've been doing is, they then sell those people to the Cracha Preto. And the Cracha Preto then kill them and take their organs. That's what this whole thing was about. It's a human organs ring. And this stuff like this exists in real life. There are human organs traffickers, people that do crap like this. This is 10 times worse than the drugs. Literally 10 times worse. If you thought the drug traffickers were, bad, these guys are way, way worse. And sometimes the drug traffickers do engage in human organs trafficking. Also, the cartels in Mexico do it. But basically, here's a really scary thought. Between 5 to 10% of all organ transfers worldwide are illegal. So between 5 to 10% of all organs used in surgeries, in transplants, have been acquired illegally. Now, either through kidnappings, killing people, human trafficking, or people illegally sell their organs. And how much money do these guys make? These guys make somewhere between $500 million to $1 billion every single year from human organs trafficking. Now, about the human organs business, I haven't really talked about this in my playthroughs and lore videos. I talked a lot about the drugs, about hitmen and stuff like that, but about human organs, this is actually one of the hardest illegal businesses in order for the police to stop. The reason that this business is so hard to stop is because hospitals a lot of times aren't complicit with these crime organizations. So what basically happens is in Max Payne 3, the story is, you know, the police will arrest hundreds of these people and they will then give them the Cracha Preto who kill them and take their organs. The number one thing that Max Payne 3 got right, the number one victim of human organs, this illegal human organs trade, are poor people. People below the poverty line are the number one victims of this. And a lot of times, the people that actually buy the organs are actually rich people, and even foreigners, not even from the countries, where the illegal action happens. But basically, the reason that the human organs, the illegal human organs trade is so hard to stop is because hospitals, doctors, administrators are in collabs with these organizations, these crime groups, these people who kidnap people, you know, kill them, take their organs. They have some illegal doctor that works for them, just like this guy. They will basically take the organs from the bodies. Very horrible, very, very disgusting stuff. Then they'll find some way to dispose of the bodies, like you saw in the, they were burning them in the furnace downstairs. What happens is, hospitals, they will have, hospitals might have like some old guy that might be like a donor, right? Like an organ donor. And the guy might die, and from natural causes. And when the hospital looks at his organs, they'll see that his organs are in really bad state, and that people can't use those organs. And so what the hospital will do is, it's not the entire hospital that's in, you know, in league with these guys. Sometimes it is the entire hospital, but most of the time it's like some administrators and some corrupt doctors that are in league. So the people, what they will do is they will then basically say, oh, you know, this guy donated his organs, even though the organs are bad. And then they'll actually they'll buy the organs from one of these illegal organizations, and then they'll give it to the person in surgery. So the person that's having the surgery, having the transplant, will think that the organ is coming from the, they'll think the organ is coming from some donor, when in reality, it actually came from somebody that was kidnapped and killed. That's what's so disturbing about this stuff. So between 5 to 10% of all of the organs in the world that are used in transplants come illegally from stuff just like this. That's what's just so disturbing. So it's something that you really don't see a lot in games and movies, and one of the reasons you don't see the human organs trade in games and movies is because it's so disturbing. It's just so sick. This is, like I said, if you thought the drugs are bad, this is a whole nother level. This is just way, way worse. Kidnapping people, killing them, taking their organs. And a really scary thing, what will happen is, in some countries, there might be like a poster for like a job offering. And what will happen is people will go to the job offering, and they'll give you tea or they'll give you coffee. And when you drink the tea or the coffee, it'll knock you out. They'll put some sedative in the coffee or the drink. They'll knock you out. And then what they'll do is they'll do surgery on you while you're knocked out, and they'll steal your kidney, they'll steal your liver, and they'll either kill you or they'll do the surgery and then they'll dump you somewhere, somewhere like in an alley or something, and then you wake up and then nobody's gonna believe you because that company's gonna be long gone. So that company, that shady company, is gonna be gone, not from the same place, and you're gonna be missing an organ or two. That's what just is so scary about it. And if you want to know, the two most common smuggled organs are kidneys. Kidney are like, it's like 70% of all human organs that are smuggled are kidneys, and it's a person can live without one kidney, and then the second one is livers. Livers are the other one.
I could guess what Demolisal meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one.
But yeah, this is, like I said, this is I think this is more disturbing than the other stuff you've seen in Max Payne 1 and 2. And remember what I said when I started this playthrough? I said that this is Rockstar's last darkest game, is this game that came out, Max Payne 3. This is darker than GTA 4, this is darker than LA Noire. The only game that's darker than this, I'd say, is Manhunt. But you will never really see stuff like this in another Rockstar game, and I think
something I wasn't seeing.
I think the reason for that is because the political correctness, and also people are so sensitive these days that you don't really see a lot of the, the gruesome stuff in games. That's why GTA 5 wasn't as dark and gritty as GTA 4. Like, if you look at GTA 4, it was so much darker than GTA 5. So this is really the last dark Rockstar game when you think about it.
They had a fucking arsenal in here. It was time to bring this little hellhole to the ground, so I decided to put some of their C4 to good use. You can't unsee something, but you can dull the effect.
Another clue right here, I'll play the dialogue also. And this, look at
Either
this.
Victor Bronco and Nevis were doing a lot of charity work together, or this was payment for something else. Were the Cracha Preto in Victor's pocket? Had he tipped them off about the stadium exchange?
Victor has been in league with these guys.
I'd seen some dark shit in my time, but this was something else. These vermin had gone into a place where life was cheap and found a way to get rich off it. I just wanted to finish this and get far away from here. But then, true to form, more of the rats come out of their holes.
Vocês ouviram isso? Vi. Ninguém sai desse prédio até esse cara tá morto, hein? Tira nele! Vai, eu te dou cobertura!
At least my visitors have been kind enough to leave the gate open. Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now. That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building. And all the evil in
This
it.
is the best part now.
Vai, vai, rápido, rápido, vai!
Who wants to take a shot? You see what this is? Come on, anybody? Want to be a hero? I got nothing to lose, let's do it!
Que porra que tá acontecendo aqui?
Senor Neves.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
My problem? My problem? Wanna know what my problem is? You're turning humans into glue! That's what my fucking problem is!
I don't know what you're talking about, American. All I know is what I hear about you. You bodyguard for the Brancos. They are all dead. You help the poor. Today, many of them dead. You are a proper American hero.
At least I fucking tried!
Well done with your effort. The whole city is grateful. The great American savior of the poor.
That's right!
You think you made any difference? You think stopping this legitimate business venture is helping anyone?
Legitimate? You're stealing people's organs!
We pay for everything. We have the record.
Oh, so people can sell their livers? Their hearts? Their eyeballs? You're insane, you sick fuck!
Now, what I just wanted to comment on this, I don't want to interrupt the cutscene. This dialogue is pretty important because when Neves says, you think you can stop this legitimate business? And then Max says, legitimate? You're stealing you're stealing people's organs. And then Neves says, we have the records. We paid for everything. Now, the people involved in this type of business, like the illegal human organs trade, these are really, really evil people. Like, this is next level evil. That's basically, you thought the drug traffickers were evil. These people have, like, evil just literally ripping through the roof. That's how bad these guys are. And the way, remember when Max confronted the doctor? When he confronted the doctor, Max asked him like 3 times, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he just says, I'm a doctor. I help people. Because the doctor is such a sociopath that he cannot even comprehend that what he's doing is wrong. What he's doing is evil. He just basically thinks, oh, it's just a legitimate business. You know, I'm just being paid for a job and that's it. And that's the way Neves looks at it. Is like, he doesn't look at the poorest people. He basically looks at them as property. You know, I paid for the poor. I paid for them. I have the receipts. I paid for them from Ufe. It's just property. It's just, all I'm doing is I'm just buying and reselling property. That's the way he looks at it. He's really, really evil guys. And criminals actually, there's a lot of criminals that actually think like this. They think, oh, it's just a business. Nothing else. It's just a way for me to make money.
We kept people safe in the city. Decent people. Safe. I know a lot of powerful people.
Well, your powerful people aren't gonna help you out of this one, buddy.
All the explosions, it's gonna mess up your aim also on this part. Part is going to get really hard here. I like it. It's kind of growing on me.
Told you the city was dangerous, friend.
I kind of like it. It's growing on me.
Nice to see a happy tourist smiling.
The fuck are you doing here?
I came back
I can see that. But why?
to save you.
Oh, yeah, real hero.
Listen,
Listen, now, come with me, Max. To Brazil. Be a chance to play the fall guy in a plot that my boss's brother's hatching to profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
what are you talking about? I don't know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo were trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get him to loosen the purse strings and the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you!
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. Hope this thing works.
So Passos probably came back for Max because Giovanna probably screamed at him over leaving him. But Passos was not involved in the human organs trafficking. He had no idea about that. He was just paid by Victor and Marcelo to recruit Max. Okay, guys, so I guess we will wrap it up here. We still got 2 chapters left in the game. I hope that you guys are enjoying this series. And if this is your first time watching Max Payne 3, tell me what did you think of that twist with the human organs. Really disturbing stuff. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.